Welcome to this Archangel Gabriel transmission, releasing the paralysis of pointless guilt. Whereas there is natural guilt, which is part of our social evolution on this planet, there is also pointless guilt, which has no connection to any remorse or any meaningful shift in behaviour or outlook. And it's this pointless guilt we're releasing. So get into a comfortable position and relax and breathe. And open body, open mind. Connecting with your breath, the cycle of breath. On the in-breath, inviting light from the horizon 360 degrees into every cell of your body. Light, allowing the cells to light up like billions of suns. And on the out-breath, releasing that energy back to the universe. Releasing anything of a lower frequency nature that doesn't belong to you back to the universe. And in the void, allowing more light to return to you, more of your own natural soul's light. On the in-breath, once again inviting light into the cells and also the bones of the body, all joints or vertebrae, filling up the body, the foundation of your body, with light. And on the out-breath again, releasing and purging all lower energies back to the horizon, back to the light. And in the void, allowing more light to return to you, more light to return to you. Following that cycle of breath. On the in-breath, inviting a higher frequency of light. On the out-breath, purging the lower back to the universe, back to the light. And breathing and opening. And let's call your team in spirit of the highest light and resonance, your higher self, I am presence, all guides or helpers, all angels, all archangels working with you, all star races working with you, all light masters working with you, all teams in spirit, ascension teams, healing teams, or any other specialist team, call them now. And let's call also to the archangels of the horizontal plane, beginning in the east with Raphael, the place of the rising sun. Raphael, archangel of the mind, healer, magician. The symbol is a caduceus, a crystal wand with two golden serpents entwined. Where they meet near the top, two golden wings appear. As you focus on that symbol, invite the energy of this angel, which is emerald green fire, into the field. Emerald green fire to hold the space, to hold the space. Breathe and open, breathe and open. To the south is Michael, archangel of fire. The symbol is a sword of light and the energy electric blue fire. Call upon that sword and that fire to protect you in all four directions, in front of your body, behind the back of your body, to left and right of your body. Four swords. And let's ask Michael to place that sword into every timeline where you're touched by lower frequency interference. The past, any timeline in the past, in the present, the parallel lifetimes also. And the future, any timeline where you're being touched by lower frequency energies. Block those timelines with the sword of light. To the west, Gabriel, Archangel of water. The symbol, a silver cup, a silver chalice, and the energy diamond white fire. Invoke that fire like a waterfall of light, of fiery light, into your field, washing away all energies that don't belong to you. Clear and cleanse your energy fields. And open, and open. And breathe, and to the north, Uriel, Archangel of Earth, Archangel of structure of the body. The symbol, a golden pentacle. The energy, ruby red fire. Invite that fire into every tissue of your body, into all organs of your body, into all systems of your body. And on the out breath, releasing anything from the body once again that doesn't serve you. Allowing more light into the body. 4 archangels, 4 energies. And open and expand your energy into the horizon. Expand your energy into the horizon. And let's call the vertical force angels, beginning with Metatron from the great central sun, to bring down that Christ grid through the stargate of our sun in the solar system, down into the space, this golden white grid, filling the space, the room with this grid, allowing golden white light to fill the walls, the floor, the ceiling, the door, the windows. Closing the space off in light. Make it a safe space, a sacred space. Bring that energy also down into the torso, down to the heart. And allow the upper half of your body, from the heart upwards, to align with the great central sun. And breathe. And let's call Sandalphon from the crystalline grid of the earth. To bring that grid up into the space. Up to the feet. Up through the torso, up to the midpoint, the heart. Anchoring in the heart, allowing all systems and chakras from the heart down to align with the crystalline grid of the earth. Six angels, six energies, and open, open. And feel yourself held in this space. And let's call upon Archangel Gabriel from the west, messenger angel, archangel of emotion, and all angels working with this being to come be with you now, to hold you in this space. And let's ask Gabriel to open your emotional body. Open your emotional body. And feeling your connection to the grids of light, the archangels around you. Bring to mind now, in this lifetime, any mistake you feel genuinely sorry for, that perhaps you feel guilty for. Bring to mind any mistake that you have made. Perhaps an action involving your sexual energy, perhaps an action or word spoken involving an emotional overreaction on your part. Just bring to mind any guilt from this lifetime. Feel it in your body. Where is that guilt located? What's happening to the energy of that guilt? How is it moving? Does that guilt have a color? What is the feeling of that guilt? Is it very intense or not so intense? Connect to the waves of light on the grids from the great central sun, and also the crystalline grid of the earth, allowing light to wave through your field. What if you could release all pointless guilt? How different would your life be? Surrender all guilt to the grid of light. Allowing your body to shift and change with the grids of light, the waves of light. And breathe and open. Surrendering and inviting, at the same time releasing the guilt to the waves of light and allowing more light into your field. Also invoking and inviting any guilt that belongs to your family, your parents, your siblings. Quite common to take on guilt from those around you you're close to. What if you could release all pointless guilt not belonging to you? How different would your life be? Surrender all guilt that doesn't belong to you, that belongs to your family, back to the light, allowing more of your own natural soul's light in the body. And breathe and open. And invoking any guilt that may belong to your bloodlines, the bloodline guilt, not your personal guilt. And this guilt may include hurt or harm to another. It may include sexual guilt. It may include feelings of failure. It may include limiting programming from any religious path. It may include programming from any ET interference way back on the bloodline. This guilt does not belong to you personally. What if you could release all pointless guilt? How different would your life be? Feel your connection to the waves of light on the grid, the waves from the great central sun. And also waves from the crystalline grid of the earth. Surrender everything to the grid that doesn't belong to you, or that can be surrendered, that doesn't serve you. Allowing more light into your field. And also invoking any guilt that belongs to the racial memory of your physical body. Racial guilt can include war, genocide, enslaving another race, inflicting other forms of suffering on another race. It can include religious indoctrination. What if you could release all of this pointless guilt? How different would your life be? Feel your connection to the waves of light and surrender everything, all racial guilt, to the grid, allowing more of your own natural soul's light in your body. Your own natural soul's light. Invoking also any guilt that may belong to another lifetime, that touches this lifetime. calling up any guilt that you've brought into this lifetime, perhaps guilt from religious teachings from other lifetimes. Perhaps going further back, guilt from the fall of Lemuria or the fall of Atlantis. Include all guilt coming from any involvement of war from other lifetimes, or slavery or suffering inflicted on Earth, and also in any galactic dimension, any galactic war. Also include any galactic war involving planetary destruction, such as Maldek, the planet in this solar system that blew up, forming the asteroid belt many hundreds of thousands of years ago. What if you could release all pointless guilt? How different would your life be? Surrendering everything to the waves of light. Opening to the waves of light and releasing anything that doesn't serve you or that doesn't belong to you back to the light. Allowing more light to return to you. And then coming to this lifetime, invoking any guilt in this lifetime that's been deliberately induced by those in authority, by the media, by peers, by colleagues, by any religious pathways. Surrender all pointless guilt. How different then would life be? Surrender everything to the grid. Also include any guilt that's been deliberately induced by mind control programming, by any broadcast of subliminal messages, including any limiting program from any Illuminati or Secret Service or military black op interfering in your field now, inducing guilt. Feel your connection to the grids of light. Imagine releasing all pointless guilt. Surrender all guilt to the grids. Allowing more light into your field. And breathe and open. And if you have any feelings of being responsible, overly responsible, for the destruction of the planet, harming perhaps any ecosystem or species of animal, plant, insect, etc., much of this is not your guilt. Release all pointless guilt. Any guilt that does not lead to any meaningful action, release. Surrender it all to the grid. Allow more light into your field. And bring to mind any feelings of being overly responsible for another person's life. That somehow you are responsible for the suffering or the limitations of another. Sometimes we feel we're responsible for a parent's unhappiness or a lover's unhappiness. What if you could release all such pointless guilt? How much more space would there be in your life? How much more light would there be? Surrender everything to the grids. Allowing more light into your field. More light into your field. And open and soften, relax, releasing all dimensions of guilt. All pointless guilt that doesn't lead to anything meaningful or different in your life or on the earth plane. Releasing all pointless guilt that doesn't belong to you, from this life, from the bloodlines, from racial memory, from other lifetimes. Let's call upon Gabriel now to close any openings, rips or tears in your field induced by guilt that allows others to manipulate you energetically. And breathe and open. Surrendering everything, surrendering everything. And tuning into your inner guidance, let's ask Gabriel and the angels working with Gabriel, what one thing do I need to do or stop doing to really help this process of releasing guilt or of taking meaningful action? And notice the feelings, perhaps the words, the messages in your field, or perhaps just a sense of doing something or stop doing something. And finally, a healing from Gabriel and all angels on your emotional body, healing the emotional body. Transmitting to you healing tones, healing colors, healing sounds into your emotional body. Perhaps light language, geometrical codes into your field, strengthening your field with light, with power. Making you less susceptible to energetic manipulation. Healing your emotional body. Strengthening the emotional body so that you become a lighthouse of power and light. Feeling your connection to the waves of light on the grids. Expanding your energy, your emotional body out on those grids. Expanding out, feeling the expansive nature of your emotions. Giving yourself permission to feel and express everything. Feel and express everything appropriately at the right time. Not from guilt, but from a deeper sense of power and guidance. And open and breathe. And let's thank Gabriel and all angels working with Gabriel, asking Gabriel to close the emotional body, to seal your emotional body in light, sealing the body. And thanking all angels and the horizontal and vertical forces holding you. Allowing them to step back. Thanking your team in spirit of the highest light and resonance. Allowing them to step back. All teams working with you, step back. And this transmission is offered you as always with love and blessings, love and blessings.